There we go. Getting reacquainted with some of there. Now we're returning. El Mundo. Try Dracula.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves!
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
There you go. There's the line. Dracula accomplished.
Symphony of the Night.
Again by reenacting the ending of Bloodlines. Begin by attempting to drop Dracula in the face. Give it a minute. Thing. Timing. Ah! Dracula.
Can you even get high enough to do that? I'm looking
We
at
might
it.
not have the height necessary to hit him in the face at this phase. Adjust you up a little. Anyway, Dracula.
Dracula. Symphony of the Night. So, have you played this one before? I got the impression.
I've played some large number of hours of it. I have no idea what proportion of it I have completed in doing so, but I am aware of things.
I got the idea that you'd played this one before from previous Dracula hours. Not how much.
32-bit waggling. Oh, hey.
Yeah, Maria will save you if you get too destroyed in this fight.
Yep, just call on the power of the Zodiac, sure. For
We're now
benevolent
invincible.
animals.
Cannot lose.
There, now we can kick Dracula. Not that it matters, as invincibility is achieved, but yeah. This is unlosable, as victory in the previous game is necessary for the current game to exist. Castlevania timeline is not that fragmented.
The photo doesn't work right. That's a shame.
Really, Tepesh should probably be in quotes, given as the not a formal part of his name. It's just what they called him.
It's Dracula. It's not like Dracula was that official of a name either.
Castlevania, the one you are currently playing.
You know you can play with the now loading text on loading screens, right?
Perhaps I will.
Press directions and it'll wiggle around.
Alright, here we are. Meet Al. Al and his elaborate ghost images. Many up and down moves. Directions. There's 10 hearts that he can't use for anything right now. There's collectors displays. Apple Wolf. Or Castle. Traditional foyer zombies. And the traditional exaggerated slow motion power walk. Common to all Castlevanias. All the heavily animated ones. Someday. Alright, just have a tube. Air shield.
I always forget that this game, and only this game, had shields.
Yes, it had a second hand in which to place equipment. Which J is that referring to?
I don't know. Well, it's obviously...
J?
It's not the J that we just met last game, that's very far.
Because that is hundreds of years from now. Maybe had they come up with Used by now? Or wait, Used is like 100 years from now, too. He's the 1700s, Belmont.
I think you're wrong about that, but hold on.
Timelines. Dracula!
Alucard, what is your business here?
Yeah,
I've
Juiced
come to put an end
is
to this.
1748 is his game. This one is...
This is 16 something.
Return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words.
No, this is 1797, but still before Juiced. No, wait, no, after Juiced. Very much after Juiced.
Maybe it's used. Perhaps we have inherited his furnishings. Alright, so all your fancy overpowered endgame gear has been removed. The punching begins.
Yeah, I thought that this was... Because Richter is the last Belmont. For, you know, until Julius.
Translator just injected an initial. Yeah, it belongs to someone.
Yeah, I found that on the wiki at the same time as the chat said it. It's just a necklace.
You know, necklace. Just owns jewelry. He's of wealth and taste. This Dracula. Vlad the Third. Nope, cannot get in there without some manner of secondary flappy jump. Perhaps some weird momentum trick.
Yeah, like jump before rather than just dropping down.
There we go.
I managed to find a decent map for this one too. So
I would hope so.
I'll start using it. Well, actually, funnily enough, this map is not as good as the one I found for Aria of Sorrow, but it's still a pretty good map. So, you know, no maps on Game FAQs were good, but there's a RPG Classics Shrine thing that has a decent map.
Oh, that's taking it back.
Yeah.
Vintage internet. That's nice. Ah, good. The fully rendered Savagon. The data heathen.
Yes. Behold. A nice little detail is that coffin there appears in the Hour of Sorrow save room, broken, but in the background.
The cube. Hey, you can adjust window color if you really wanted to.
Yep.
Red door. Red is just loading. Sort of not a fan of the sound being cut off when you hit the menu.
Yeah, that's the
Especially
thing.
since soundtracks are good.
That's the thing I'm very glad they stopped doing after a certain point. But they did it in Symphony, and then Circle, and then Harmony. Aria was the first one to stop.
Our arm has more reach than these Skelemen and their swords. Also, apparently has a very generous hitbox. Punching does a little bit of damage above your head.
Punching is a lot better in this than it is in Aria. Which is strange, because I don't think there's a single fist weapon in this game.
Come on. Cooperate here. cubes. Puzzles. Take me a moment to get used to the arcs here again.
Yeah, there are fist weapons in this game. I just found them.
Fine movement. Every Castlevania is all about the particular foibles of its movement system, so it's important to get yourself oriented, especially when they all end up being slightly different in said foibles. Caped.
So how are you going to be going with magic? Are you going to not use them till you find the page, not use them at all because fighting game commands?
I don't know.
Because there's also a decent number of weapons have commands attached to them too that they just don't tell you about, but if you do quarter circle forward with this with certain swords, you'll just get a special attack out of them.
That's something to kind of play by ear. Also, knife is not terrible in this because of how fast they made it.
Yeah, knife stopped being terrible in Metroidvanias, pretty much, I think. Well, actually, no. Because it was still bad in Circle and Harmony.
Yes. Great here, because it's very, very fast.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good in, what's its... Dracula X, I guess? Previous game, whatever. Richter.
Not Draculax. Draculax is the weird side one they made because they didn't
Rondo of
release
Blood is
another
the
one
right
for that.
name. Rondo of Blood is the one that I played. That's the good one. Yeah, I think the knife was pretty decent in that, too. It just regressed from Game Boy Advance games.
Maybe humans are just bad at knife.
Oh,
Some
Richter's a
humans.
human.
Is he though? Are we sure about that? What human is capable of such moves?
Richter's pretty damn great. Of course, it's a shame that all of Richter's best moves are all only in this game, where he is not the main character. I mean, he has the backflip in Rondo of Blood, but I think that's pretty much it. Not that
At least it's possible to do the full run. There is the mode for him.
Yeah, Richter mode is great, and I'm glad it's here. It's also a shame that this version doesn't have Maria mode, because that also is cool, but it's in the bad Saturn version instead of here.
I would keep knife over axe at the moment. Barring knowledge of a specific target to want to axe. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. What's up? Stay very still, they won't notice me. Dashing is something I have to earn in this, isn't it?
I don't think Alucard gets dash. Like,
Does
ever.
not get
oh,
dashes?
back
Just back dashing.
Back dashing he does get, yeah. I don't know where.
Fight me. I feel like I'm supposed to have the enemy damage numbers appear thing before coming here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Not that it's important, but it just seems like it's missing. do that. They introduce all the mechanics gradually by just kind of making all your interface slowly be spawned by getting items. Yeah, just punch your way through the fireballs. It's easy.
Absolutely.
We'll definitely bemoan the absence of a health bar from this one. Blue thing is our mana bar.
Yeah, we just got a number for HP.
Yep, you have no convenient visual indicator for how much of your health is remaining. Just number.
Yeah, it really is best when they just start doing both number and bar. It gives you all the information.
Polar data. Now to pummel this nerd.
I think the HP item, or well, damage number item is the Cube of Zoe, maybe? Do you have that yet?
I have the cube and it just said makes items materialize.
Oh, right. That's the items dropped from Torch's item. Damage numbers. I'll study the map.
Because I don't have damage numbers or enemy names appearing yet. Those are both relics.
I'm not seeing any. Yeah, I'm actually.
Ah,
not
there we go.
seeing-
Triangle. That button I never press for any reason. That's where my dash is.
Oh. Huh.
Marvelous.
Remap it to L? What does L do?
Find out. Buttons. Hand, jump, special. Wolf, mist, and bat are all on my shoulders right now.
Oh, they're all just different buttons. I see.
Nothing on L2.
So
Then
stick
again-
special on L1, mist on L2?
Then again, I kind of like having a direction neutral dash button, because, you know, your back dash is always backwards. When you have it on a shoulder, you think of it as being directional, even though it's not.
Well, I don't, but if it works for you, then that's cool.
Like, having both directions of dash on command on shoulders in
Harmony is
was great.
spoiling, yes.
It was a marvelous design choice that they had to immediately recant, lest movement be ruined forever.
Well, the real reason they had to was they needed more buttons. Where would the
The
blue souls
fools.
go? Game Boy Advance only has 4 buttons, along with select and start, which aren't really good for anything other than being
Wizard
select and
doors.
start. But yeah, I'm actually not seeing that you should have gotten those items by now.
Alright, maybe they just show up later, after
There's no...
first real
I
boss
don't
fight.
see any other relics around this area other than the cube, which we already have.
Oh, almost more bones.
Assuming I'm reading this right, and they just put all relics in yellow, which appears to be the case. So. Like, it looks like if you go up and right and then down in the next big down room, you can get the spirit orb, which is I think the damage numbers item. But I don't know where the item for enemy names is.
Found the ask politely. Equipped with social awareness. Oh hey! Two. This sub-weapon. The ones that only appears in here. Bounce gem.
I think the gem, I think, and a lot of other weird sub-weapons come back in
Like,
Portrait
there's the
of Ruin.
gem and the salt?
I don't think the salt ever comes back. But I'm pretty sure the gem does in Portrait of Ruin.
And Bible also debuted here.
Nope, Bible
Nope.
debuted in Rondo of Blood.
Ah. I first encountered Bible here. Ah! Don't let the hand icon fool you. That's Soul. Its powerful area denial weapon if it actually lands on anything, but it still throw a handful of salt at the ground.
I just realized something. They gave Richter the really good version of holy water, but they gave Alucard the shitty version of it. What the hell?
Well, he is a vampire.
I guess. But it's like, I thought that the holy water that traveled along the ground was not in this game at all, but no, they gave it to Richter in the intro, and never again. Except for in Richter mode, but still. And Alucard gets the piddly tiny green holy water.
That is one of the things I like about this one, that it has a bunch of mechanical choices that take advantage of they decided to make this an OWL game.
Yeah.
Like, the reason you can't go into water basement early is because vampires
And water.
folklorically are
get
vulnerable
water.
to running water. You need to find something to protect you from water.
That is pretty cool overall.
Can't cross rivers, you're a Dracula.
I'm not sure if that's the reason why they want water.
Well, that's
Maybe
one
I
of the
just
versions of the folklore weakness.
Well, no, I meant the...
Rivers.
Well, Alucard
Not
is
the holy
shitty.
water.
I know the running water is bad, and Alucard needs the thing. That's cool, and I like that. I just really like the traveling holy water, and every time they don't use it, I get sad.
Yeah, Adrian, why did you decide to use your name backwards? You have some strange relations with your family that you need to sort out here. Seem conflicted. Elevator. The gentle elevator. One that's relaxed.
Yeah, this is just a shortcut, I think.
Now that we're... Oh, hey, no. Elevator! Come on.
Oh, like halfway down there's a place you can get sunglasses.
But as in, like, there's a breakable wall to interrupt, or...
It just shows that there's an exit to the room on the left side of the elevator that goes to sunglasses.
Ah, there we go. This was only halfway down anyway. Sunglasses. Are you relic or are you regular gear? Regular gear. Nice. You have less intelligence when you are wearing the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Ain't no wizard.
Well, I mean, if you're not gonna use spells, then why does it matter?
Spells are for nerds.
Spells are weird. Like, they feel like almost a vestigial system, but there's that big mana bar up at the top the entire time, so...
You could be a wizard.
It's glowing. It's like, just tempting you.
At this point, we haven't really gotten any mobility tools. We just have looped back to an earlier location.
Yeah. Yeah, at the top of the room that you branched into the elevator from is where the marble corridor and possibly the spirit orb is.
On the way, then. Right, it was only on the elevator where we would cape up to cape. Here, we're back to up to posture.
Yeah, the rules of up to cape and up to posture are a little odd. Alucard's just full of many, many animations. He cannot decide which to use.
Dracula problems. You know, just one of those days where you can't decide whether you want to, you know, lurk behind your cape or posture in front of it. Oh, why? Felt you failed me.
Oh, huh. It appears that poison doing nothing but making you weaker was not unique to Arya. It seems to be what it did here.
Yes, poison is just a debuff. And
Completely
those bone bird things are just very durable. They do not want you to circumvent there being an obstacle. Not easily.
Well, I think in like 1 or 2 loops you can kill them using the sword, but I also don't know exactly how much more damage the sword does than fists, because we don't have numbers right now.
We don't have an orb to consult. Oh no. Got work to do. On the other hand, I do like the save rooms being ominously silent. Just waiting.
Yeah, that works. But the pause menu really does need music.
All sorts of reasons to pause. I'll take Gem over Salt. Gem at least has the possibility of traveling distance.
Gem is pretty good. I remember getting a lot of use of it the one time I played through Symphony tonight.
We can get some favorable geometry going. Just shy. We get cheap knockoff holy water.
Yeah. I mean, it's still good, because it still racks up crazy damage numbers if you let it sit on something, but it just doesn't have the same cool factor that the...
Not traveling holy water.
Yeah.
Save room frequency is also pretty high.
Going down from here is where the spirit orb appears on this map.
Oh, let's orbit.
Yes, I was. Oh my god, how many times I'm gonna have to say I changed my name from the Great Guy to Meaningless?
But
I've said
until
it.
you change your name to I used to be the great guy and now I'm meaningless, at which point people will say, hey, weren't you just great guy before?
It's been like over a year since I changed it. I guess I just don't show up in enough things.
A year is nothing in internet time, not when you have the whole of history accessible at the touch of a button. Ah, puppets. Getting closer. Ah, Largeman.
Yeah, this room is pretty cool. It's like pretty much, it's not exactly, but very close to a similar room in Rondo of Blood. It uses pretty much the same tile set as in a similar layout.
Of course, you can get me on the way back. I know you do hit that hard. It's difficult to judge when, you know, only the number. Emerald, away! Alright, got him. Hey there, Skillerang.
Not really, but hey, you got a boomerang out of it.
You wanted a reusable ranged weapon, there it is. A no-cost ranged weapon.
By the way, that vertical room that you passed through before is where the spirit orb is listed.
Of
so,
course that's where the orb is. Of course,
So, I don't know how you
intuitively
missed
take
it.
the wrong direction.
I don't know how you missed it, but it's, yeah, I was looking
Punch all
at
these tiny ghosts.
screen.
Look at all them Cape frames.
This is one of the problems I have with Symphony of the Night. Before you get double jump, traversing
Vision,
this,
back and forth jumps.
yeah.
Yeah, there's the
It's
orb.
left, yeah.
Not in here. It's... How did my sunglasses get removed?
You took them off.
Orb. Now we can see damage. Seven punch. 7 damage punch, and it's often double hitting.
I think that, like, start of game sword is around 14 damage, so double hitting makes it about the same, maybe? It's been a while since I played Symphony of the Night. And I only played it once, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way back up to that save to properly record the orb.
Red Rust is bad. Well, it's rather large, but this is before two-handed swords started getting overhead arcs, so it's just forward, and it has a massive delay on all of its attacks.
Alright, depth words. It's also nice that this can handle just layering the map over the normal screen. There's no duck away and interrupt.
Yeah, that is good.
It makes constant compulsive map checking less obtrusive. Slightly.
But still good. Yeah, that doesn't come back, but that's because the map gets moved to the other screen on all the DS ones. So it's just always there. Diamond only does 3, so I guess you're not that far off with the fists. Though I'm not sure what sub-weapon damage scales off of in this game.
Whoa. The thrust. Right then. So lazy, these boomerang skeletons. Hanging out on the wall. Off to a fine start. Fire hot. Fire very hot. The Marb, Gary. If enough things don't render properly, I will fiddle around with other graphics plugins to see if any of them stand out as a problem. On the other hand, if it's just Marbieri, then that's a feature.
Wait, what? What graphical glitched into Marbieri? I was just looking at sub-weapon scaling, or rather failing to find anything on it.
Several letters on the menus of the title screen do not render properly. They're just not there.
Ah,
Wait a moment.
Go ahead.
You seem human, and yet, what do you here?
so far it just seems to be...
I've come to destroy this castle.
Ah, Maria.
Then we have the same purpose. I'll trust you for now. I'm Maria. Who are you?
Alucard.
Not the talkative type, I can see. Well, perhaps we'll meet again, if you live that long. Farewell.
You know, Trevor, maybe you should have told your descendants to tell all their co-workers and other descendants that this one guy, he's okay, he's legit. You've worked with him, you know he's good for it. Yeah, that room has gimmicks, tiny gimmicks, different. The upper exits of it open based on game clock.
Yep. I mean, it has been a really long time since Trevor. And Alucard, what, like, slept for 500 years-ish?
Be sure to keep his name on the books. I mean, there's only like the two immortal persons of note family would want to keep aware of. Dracula and Dracula the Younger. Dracula, not the one we're trying to murder.
So yeah, Trevor was 1476.
It has been
It's now
4
7
years since Richter fought Dracula.
It's 1797, I think. And Trevor was 1490 something, so it's been 300 years.
Oh hey, Bible. Bible's pretty good. Cool, look at it go. Yeah, Bible is really good at protecting your personal space.
It's also pretty strong. According to the wiki, it's 5 years, but still.
According to the very text of this game, it was 4.
So who knows?
That thing may have known, but it could not be allowed to exist.
Yeah.
Bible, smite it.
This hallway is weird. It's just this one exceptionally strange monster over and over.
$250, guarded by angels. Hey, man-eater.
Oh, I found the Fairy Scroll map. It's a ways. Actually, we might be almost there. It's the outer wall. But still, it's a while before they give that to you, for how simple a thing it becomes in the later ones.
Bible is also really inexpensive for how long it lasts.
I think that's only true in this one. I remember it being decently expensive in Rondo.
Oh no, you don't, X. Under no circumstances do you replace Bible. Also, hey, briefly caught a glimpse of the giant eye that's in the background of this room and
Oh, yeah. Wow.
follows you around.
I don't think I ever noticed that before.
Right, I've hit the outer wall.
Ah, outer wall. Yeah, then it's here. It's up and to the left somewhere. You don't have to fight the boss to get it. Although, you do have to fight the boss to get to the... Actually, maybe you do. This map... I mean, it shows a way that you can just go straight up, avoiding the boss, but I don't know. It's not like it's a bad boss anyway.
Yes, the CD corridors that are there to explicitly do but like the whole Metroid Prime thing that they did there. Of it'll take a while to load rooms, but we don't want loading screens, so we'll just put a little bit of filler space for the player to traverse between things to load.
Overall, largely a design decision I like.
Yep, it's an organic. You have to wait anyway for tech reasons, so we'll at least make you do something while you're waiting. Behold!
The multi-layer gate.
To a mirror that produces a dark version of yourself.
Oh no, he's got a sword.
Cannot decide on staying in bat mode. Very conflicted about morphing. Pummel this doppelnerd. Yeah, doppelganger stuff. Wondering if it's worth it to put the shield in my offhand.
Might be.
I might
Although,
remember to block.
I think the shield is only good for long-range stuff, so it would help you with those daggers.
That would stop those knives. Not the core of the problem, that is... the Dracula. The Hour. The Hour Wall. Our wall. We made this. Together. The People's Wall. My shield would not block the charge. That's contact damage.
Yeah, shields are only good for projectiles.
Dial them chevrons. He cast off a lot of blood when hit in this fight.
Fortunately, he doesn't. Otherwise, we could maybe spell our way to victory.
Almost had a good thing going there. Alright, there. Had a good thing going. Good work, Mirror. It's alright, hearts are easy. Most of the sub-weapons are not terribly expensive. I fell for it.
Ah, yeah, that's, there you are.
The Rugist
So
Urn.
You can't actually get up without fighting Doppelganger. Without mobility that we do not have yet, and will not have for some time. Yeah, the item that is in that urn over there is a health up, so you can jump it, it's just the biggest pain ever.
Oh hey, Skelecon.
Yep, he's here too.
Hold on. You pose a trouble.
Ah, left the library. That is where the fairy scroll is.
Alright. And the library is by and large a dead end, right? It doesn't hook into anything else?
I don't
Bone
think
Musketeers, I love it.
so. Yes, the Bone Musketeers are fantastic.
Also that they deploy in groups and kind of employ, you know, the actual tactics of volleying fire.
Yeah, they actually do it properly. The musket skeletons are amazing, and I think they only show up there and nowhere else in the entire
Just the
game.
one team of Bone Musketeers.
So the library is a dead end. It contains the merchant and stuff. And a boss that I don't know what it's exactly guarding. Oh, that form is in the library, so we should
The
probably do
longest
that.
library. Then again, do we need mobility to reach it? I recall there being some
it doesn't
up-requiring sections of the library. Subtle ups.
Well, not sure. I mean, if we can get to the save point, we can get to the Lesser Demon, and therefore the Soul Bat. Because everything after the save point is just down. The very up and rightmost room of the library is where the fairy scroll is. I can't see why we wouldn't be able to get that until we
Fully
had
rendered book. Books of the third dimension.
Yeah, of all the things to be the first 3D thing, it's the book. That's okay. The sprite work in this game is beautiful anyway.
Oh! Next level books. Also, elf book.
There it is. You can see names now.
Now we know, people.
Yeah, something odd about names. The doppelganger we fought is Doppelganger 10. There were 10 previous doppelgangers somewhere.
Maybe it was supposed to be Doppelganger X? Was he the Dracula X? Alright, yes. Pictured here, the up.
Ah, so yes, we cannot get to the save point yet. And therefore the rest of the library. Well, at least we got the name scroll.
There, business.
Long time, old one.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you need?
I need your help.
Young Master, I cannot aid one who opposes the Master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
I'm interested in this.
Gems, £1, are sold for money.
I'm interested in this.
I will want the Jewel of Open.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just... not very cost effective at this point, though.
Yeah, the Symphony Knight also has those very strange consumable throwing weapons that... just like, huh.
Library card...
It takes you back to the library when you use it.
yes, I will. I'll take one of those for convenience. Puppet hat. Equivalent to my current hat, apparently. Oh, it's an int boosting hat. The reverse cloak. Joseph! There was a Joseph spoken of. Maybe that's whose necklace we had. Basic Dracula map.
Thank you.
Roll of Dark Metamorphosis.
Thank you.
Joseph's cloak is the one that you can select the color of in the menu. Apparently, the Japanese title is Made to Order.
But what's the deal with this? These bosses we've already fought. What could we spend money on?
I think these are videos of the developers fighting the bosses.
$200 to watch a Dracula fight.
I'm interested in this.
Also, consult our enemy list here. And only
Farewell for
here.
now.
Yeah, that's kind of lame.
Kinda weird. Now we're allowed to look up our spells. Half circle, upper half circle forward. And button.
For Dark Metamorphosis, which is just, for a while, if an enemy bleeds on you, you recover health. It's
There we go.
unbeatable. It would be much better if more things bled, but it's decent.
Lasted longer.
Yeah, and if it lasted longer.
Like
'Cause it's
that's... wait, no, that wasn't it. That was the pulse of... yeah, we still have the red aura. So it's still on.
yeah, it does last a decent
Alright,
amount.
now it's dead.
Yeah. It lasts for a bit, but it's definitely like less than half a minute, which is kind of lame.
And, again, needs enemies that bleed. This book does not bleed.
Spells in general can be pretty good. Dark Metamorphosis is just a very,
Very
underwhelming,
lackluster spell.
yeah, underwhelming introduction to spells.
You bleed. We bleed. And I absorb my own blood? And we have that first layer of map.
Oh, the chat explained something that I think the doppelganger would have bled. Apparently, if you use punch, or like other blunt weapons, you don't cause bleeding, even if an enemy would normally bleed. So
Alright
if you used a
then.
sword, the doppelganger might have actually bled on you.
Fascinating. And you say there's no save point in the library other than through the upper half of it?
Yes, you need to be able to make those jumps to get to the library save point.
Alright, so we will be leaving the library to go save.
Strangely enough, the librarian is not listed on this map. They don't point out where he is at all.
Some things do appear to bleed anyway. Worth it.
Yay, more defense.
And look at all those things that go in your hand. We use items. It's weird.
Yeah, you have to put items in your hand to use them.
We have a
really
neutron
weird.
bomb. When did that happen?
That's been there for a long time, actually.
On the other hand, it also means that you can have an item sitting on a panic button ready to go when you're in combat.
On the
But
other
you need to
hand,
get feedback.
it means that items take time to use and do not heal you immediately.
Dracula's nuclear stockpile. Right. Back down to that save, then back up to progress. Ah, yes, good. Vial number 3.
Hey,
Filled with monstrous goodness.
I don't remember what those do. Oh wow, yeah, they summon ally monsters for you. That's, huh.
Friendly gunk.
So now we have the ability to open glowy blue doors, and we could also just keep going up.
Possibilities. Symphony have or lack a fast travel system?
I'm seeing rooms colored in orange on this map, so I assume they're warp rooms. There is apparently one in the outer wall just above where the Soul of Wolf is by the elevator. Like that door there, I think that's what it is.
Warp attained. Oh. Alright, yes, we do get one free warp. Known.
Unfortunately, we don't have a nice menu like we did in Aria.
Yep, it's still manual cycling. Yeah, the Stargates were used as part of the fast travel system in Harmony, not here. Yes, and now we also have the warp room that is right next to a save point. Praise the sun. Right.
Ah, yes.
Moving on up the wall.
We could find the jewel knuckles in the outer wall if we wanted to.
Are they on the way?
No, they are at the very bottom of the outer wall. Well, not the very bottom, but close to it.
Punch a sword in half.
Huh?
Punch a sword in half.
Ah,
Right, so they're in that below segment over there.
yeah, they're in the below segment, on the left. I believe there's a trick you need to do in the upper room there to, like, elevator down into the lower room, and that is where the jewel knuckles are. They're quite strong. Also in that room is the mirror cuirass, which has some kind of special effect. I don't remember what.
Come on, physics, cooperate.
Ah, mirror cuirass, invulnerability to petrification.
If it's really necessary to flutter flap for that little tiny
It's not, it's just really pixel perfect and dumb.
turn on the elevator.
Ah, with the elevator on, it won't be too bad to get this stuff.
Yeah, that seems manageable. I'm going to touch this room. Clock tower. Let's not right now. Clock tower.
The clock tower Symphony tonight is not quite the same as the disaster that was the Aria of Sorrow clock tower. It's not quite that mean. It is only like the third or fourth area in the game, after all.
Clock towers. Producer Head disagrees with our choice of travel direction. Sure, he's rough. Alright. Wolf Orb. There it is. Wolf mode. Become dog. Dog can dash on flat ground.
I think dog dashing is, in fact, another orb. Or at least the really good dashes.
Alright, now we have the
Skill
angry
of
elevator.
Wolf. Skill of Wolf is back in Alchemy Lab somewhere. Yes,
Still
I
has
love
a
it.
dash, just not a powerful dash.
Yeah.
And you're saying we have
Still
to do
goes-
something to this elevator?
Huh?
Or is
Oh
there
no,
an
not,
additional
not this
elevator?
elevator. There is a hidden elevator and go down. Like, just keep going down. Oh yeah, Wolf might be able to get that urn more easily. Just keep dropping down. Like that,
Dog metamorphosis!
Ooh, that wasn't even the one I was thinking of, but you might be able to get it.
No. Dog doesn't have a lot of height when it's jump, just horizontal distance.
Okay, so it could still probably get the one near the drop, but not this one.
In due time. Such skill.
Armor Lord is pretty scary.
Gotta respect that armor load for now. I will be back to disrespect him in due time. And that requires mist.
Yeah, the way to get the Jewel Knuckle... Like, could you open the map for a second? Because I think that the way to get the Jewel Knuckle is behind the Armor Lord. Like, there's a way to sneak into that mist room earlier than you're supposed to be able to. Yeah. There's a hidden elevator in the room behind the Armor Lord, and that is how you get down into the mist room before you are meant to. Well, not before you're meant to, because they put the secret in the game, but you know what I mean.
Before it would be easy to. Observatory. Hey, bird.
Birds will just chill out down there. It's pretty cool. Chat says telescope is usable. Not sure how.
Okay. Noted.
Oh. It's the ferryman. Hello, ferryman. Hi.
I had some kind of regular forward projectile I could brute force the Armor Lord, probably.
Yeah, even dagger would probably be enough. Then you'd have to find a Bible again, though.
They're right here. And I reclaimed the Bible. Dagger, and I will take a pot roast, just to... throw it on the floor. Alright. Did not have enough knives to overcome him. Maybe the bomb. Yes, the bomb sufficed.
That's cool looking. Yeah, if you like kneel in the left corner of this room or something, or like kneel on the pot roast, something like that. Stop jumping.
Oh yeah, like the thing in Simon's Quest, where you crouch in front of a wall.
Well, chat says it is in the wall break, it just... patience, apparently.
There.
Oh, there we go. Huh. For something that you wouldn't be able to get for a while, the Mirror Cuirass is pretty weak. I mean, petrification resistance is good, but...
Well then, line up the wall.
I'm remembering the other thing I didn't really like about Symphony of the Night. Looking at this item list, so many cool things are just drops from some random enemy that's like a 1 in 1,000 chance of you ever even seeing it at all. I mean, I guess it kind of works like the soul system in that you'll use what you find, and it makes each playthrough kind of different, but...
In the prize wheel. See what you get.
There are the 2 fist weapons beyond the Jewel Fist are both random drops. There's a bunch of shields that are only drops. Yeah, I think the vast majority of weapons in this game are drops. There's just so many of them.
And a new Bible. I think I am supposed to be on the upper path. Other than down here with the Skull Lords, but
Yeah, I think
here with
down
the Skull
here is...
Lords.
I think down here is punishment for falling up above. But
Yeah,
on
it
the other
contains an
hand,
axe. That's gotta be punishment.
Skull Lords.
Yes. The lower path is punishment. May also be a sign that I need to go get Dog to Charge. In order to have enough lateral momentum in the air to clear these gaps. And maybe time for our first Medvania moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for another map. This map does not show doors on it, so I'll try to find one where I would know where we now have access to.
Yeah, that's... Our current dog state cannot fast enough. Slow dog. Fortunately, they just gave us a warp room. As if designed.
Well, I found a map that's just literally the entire game, like in screenshots, just cut and pasted together.
Oh, those are always great. The complete map, the pedantic map.
The true map.
Ian Thorough. The map which is the territory. I've got a map of Metroid 1 that is like one step removed from that, and that's very interesting. It's each pixel is one like 8x8 tile.
Oh, I think I've seen that somewhere.
So it fits the entire Metroid world map into very convenient size. It's also helpful because it then color codes all of those tiles so that you can like look at it and see where all the breakable blocks are. You can also experience how heavily Metroid 1 relies on recycling room layouts. Experience the architecture of the game. The 1-to-1 scale map we call Earth. The difference Knuckles make.
Actually having something on your fist to punch with, as opposed to just punching, is quite helpful.
Always wear proper protective equipment when punching Dracula. There we go.
So, we meet again, Alucard.
And no, chat, the Jewel Knuckles are in fact stronger than the swords we could be using at this point in time.
It's strange. This castle is different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well, I'll do my best. Good luck.
And there's a line. One of many. And yeah, Jewel of Open is on the relic list. Zounds, I'm done. Gravity.
Yes, welcome to gravity.
The
I do
gravity
like
pillar.
that for these stairs they just made a whole bunch of enemies just for stairs.
Without the aerial mobility necessary to collect any of the many objects on the other corner of the stairs.
Yeah, wherever we're going, it's not to Skillowolf, that is far in the future. It looks like Mist might be close by, actually. But, Skillowolf is in the sub-weapon research room, or whatever that room is, and we can't get there until we have more up.
And this one, which is just guarding an orb.
Oh yeah, we can't even go up here. So heading right, I believe, takes us to... Oh, we can go up here. Oh, not very effectively.
If that's possible, it's pixel perfect to even stand in the right position. Yes, like so.
Nice.
Always wear proper protective equipment when confronting a Dracula. Oh, and you can equip jewelry if you really want to.
Doesn't do anything, though.
Puppet Sword, you are needlessly ornate. You are just a constellation of pain.
Yeah, heading straight right and then down will get you to a save point. Well, straight, down, left. Going up is to more up many things. Ah, never mind. There's this wall here. That is not on this map. Yeah, I can't find a good map that isn't just the entire game. And the image of the entire game keeps glitching out on me.
Hey, Dracula's confession booth.
Ah, the confession booth. This is a cool little thing. Although, I wouldn't do it now, given that you're hurt. It is press up to sit in chair. You can sit in both chairs. I don't know how you missed them both, but, you know, whatever. But sitting in them now would be bad, because it can result in pain, and we are already near critical pain.
Already dead.
Oh no! Oh. But yeah, this is a pretty long stretch.
He's a right roya chap.
Since we can't use the save point that I thought we could use, there is no save point from between the one at the very bottom of the stairs and the next boss. That's just it. You just gotta do it all in one shot.
100% stairs. Bone. Bone, come on. In the event of an absolute emergency, I could bail out to the library and need to come all the way back here again. Some sort of total collapse of
Spend all the money we don't have on potions.
Puppet sword. So intrusive. Spectral sword is the core one, and then the puppet swords are the various options hovering around it.
Yeah.
Right, I will make use of the shield next time. That will stop boomerangs.
Oh. I hadn't even thought of that, yeah. Now that we have a shield that isn't hideous.
First, confess. Would you like to confess to Dracula? Confessions for days.
Just keeps going and going and going.
Look, when we say confess we don't really mean like every sin.
I stepped on my cat's tail the other day, and
I had rude thoughts about the following individuals.
I cheated on my taxes this year.
Spoke the Lord's name in vain on the following occasions.
Is this just interminable?
It's,
She just keep
yeah, I
going.
think she just keeps sobbing until you leave.
Alucard fell asleep.
Huh? What?
I have never seen that happen. Apparently, if you sit in the left chair and get the green priest, he'll give you some grapes. I think the purple one will hurt you, though.
Purple priest. Alright. Next. Blue priest. Nods and crosses and on his way. Blue. Blue just does his job. Ah, whatever. 55 is plenty.
Well, we also have a boss fight between us and the next save point.
Or maybe shield won't stop boomerangs.
Technically melee weapons, because they're not just fire and forget projectiles.
I don't know why Dracula would have a confessional. Should be. Well, do
Why would
Orthodox
Dracula have
confess?
a chapel at all?
Confession part of Orthodox tradition, or
Confession is, I'm pretty sure it's, well, at the very least, it's Catholic, because I was raised Catholic, and I did confess
Yes.
once.
but Dracula being off in the Draculands, I don't think he was Catholic.
It is Orthodox. There is confession in Orthodox.
Alright, there you go. That's why he has a confessional. The same reason he has any other Christian thing in his castle. Part of the set. Hello, Hunter Girl.
Nemesis. So many bad translations in this game.
Here's a corridor of spikes.
Spikes. Yes, spikes. Yeah, Hunting Girl, aka Nemesis, also one of the enemies that drops a sword at a very low chance. And the only place you can get that sword is from her.
Please succumb to Bibles. Or I succumb to you.
Problem is the Bible gets its power from multi-hits, and she has
Before
invulnerability frames.
my nemesis. And yes, the extended Castlevania lore of this isn't even supposed to be Vlad Tepes.
Well, yeah, except they didn't
Some
decide
motherfucker.
that at this point.
Yeah.
The intro scroll of this very game says Vlad.
Vlad the Impaler. At some point they're like, no, it's a different man. Why bother?
I don't know.
Were you worried about the Draculhour estate raising concerns about defamation of their good name?
I really don't know. They wanted to make a prequel game, I guess. You can't even use the excuse of it being a different person at the head because this was Iga's first game, and he also did Lament of Innocence as the head dude on that, so...
And you can't claim it's a rights thing either, because Dracula is, like, infamously lapsed from copyright. The Bram Stoker estate no longer has any claim to Dracula as a commercial product. And no one was able to scoop it up. It did not get sealed in the copyright tomb. It's pre-Disney intellectual property.
Yeah, the copyright to Disney, I hate that so much. But, oh well.
The closest it got to being a thing is the fact that the film Nosferatu is Nosferatu because the Stoker estate was not interested in that film project. Still existed at the time. Dracula's intellectual property. I will collect you, Night Shield, even though you have proven yourself useless. You will still accompany me. What other confessions could I hear? Should I go to the priest side?
I think it's
Is there just Crying Lady?
There's Crying Lady, and there's a different colored lady who will stab you. Like the purple priest that will stab you. Apparently, if you bring a certain familiar here, instead of crying at you, the Crying Lady will sing at you.
Maybe if I just ignore the
And just don't even
boomerangs.
try to fight the boomerangs, just go.
There is enough clearance for me to sneak by. Already some health saved. And some birds punched. One bird too few. Never stop punching birds. Every bird deserves it. And yeah, these
Also-
bells jangle and ring when you touch them. It's not for any physics puzzle or anything, they just jangle.
They just do. They're bells. They ring.
Alright, there's
Yeah,
a
you can
life
just
up
ignore
here, so
Access
yeah.
to.
Strength potion.
Yeah, there are a lot of weird consumables in this game that never come back. I think the next boss is Medusa, so you might actually want the Miracle Blade. No wait, that's in the reverse castle. The boss in this area in the normal castle is Griffin.
Ah,
Whatever.
we found a nice breakfast. Bible or salt?
Well, the next boss flies, so I don't know how useful salt's gonna be on it. But the Bible despawned, so salt it is.
The decision is made. Bird.
Hello, bird.
Time to feed birds. Smite you with the holy breadcrumbs. Orders commence the pummeling.
Wow, even when it's on the ground, it doesn't hurt him like it's on the ground. Weird.
Maybe it would have to hit like the exact pixels of his feet. I don't know how tight hitboxes are. Like the salt itself is very tiny. Punch every bird.
Well, that's convenient.
Impressive.
And you're right
You're
here.
very strong.
What is it you want? You didn't come here to tell me that.
Don't help or
Right.
anything.
Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but
He disappeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
as you
Every
wish, my lady.
Alucard, remember an
Thank
8-bit
you.
Belmont. Just, yeah, those guys.
You do know how to be a gentleman.
It's pretty great. I really like that. Also that they have the Richter in the Thought Bubble matches the art, even though the Richter in this game does not match the art.
Richter. Richter Belmont.